very much for joining me here today. My name is Rose from Easy to Cook at Home, and I would like to welcome all of my subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed and you like this video, please subscribe below. I'd also like to thank my lovely school friend Jackie, who brought me this beautiful apron with my channel name on it for my birthday, so thank you so much. Today I'm going to be making some super crispy hash browns. They go great with poached eggs and also with bacon. I love to have this on a Saturday or Sunday morning. They're also a great alternative for your evening meal instead of having boiled potatoes or mashed potatoes or any other type of potato you normally have. They're super simple, so let's get started. Okay, so for these super simple, easy hash browns, obviously you're going to need some potatoes. Yep, humble potato. Now, the best variety for the hash browns is a floury potato. So you need to check which potatoes you have in store. I'm using some rooster potatoes, they're nice and floury. If you have waxy potatoes, then you'll find they're not going to crisp up as much when you're cooking them. Obviously you need a grater and some cooking oil, so I've got some butter and also some olive oil here. So the first thing we're going to do is to peel the potatoes, and we need to peel those into cold water. And the main reason we put the potatoes into cold water is because we don't want the potatoes to oxidize. You find that if they are out in the atmosphere, potatoes, they go that horrible browny, sort of grey kind of horrible colour. It doesn't actually affect the potato, the taste of it anyway, but it does have this horrible colour on it. So once we've peeled potatoes, we're going to put them into the cold water, and then after that we're going to use a box grater and we're going to grate them to get rid of the starch. So just peel all of the potatoes, dunk them nicely into the bowl. Okay, so I've got my potatoes in the bowl here into some nice cold water, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to take one of the potatoes and we're going to grate it with the box grater into another bowl, into some cold water, so that it also doesn't brown. Okay, so I've got some cold water in this dish here, and I'm just going to place the box grater inside, then I'm going to get the potato and then just grate it. Once the potatoes in the cold water here, what you'll find is when all the potatoes in there, that will release all of the starch from the potato. It's the starch that stops the hash brown from crisping up. So I'm going to grate that all in here, and then we're going to let that soak for a little while. Okay, so that's all been grated in there, and all that frothy stuff that you see coming to the top is all the starch. You can see the water is like a pale opaque colour. So I've got another bowl here, this big bowl, so I'm just going to squeeze out the potato and then put it into this bowl here. I'm going to do that a couple of times to remove as much starch as I possibly can. That'll make a nice crispy hash brown. I just put all those in there like that. You can see the starch coming out again in there. Just do that a couple of times, and then we're going to drain it off and make them nice and dry. But you can see this water, really very, very milky looking. That's all of the starch. So yeah, we're just going to leave that there for another 10 minutes and let all of that starch come out. Okay, so that looks good now. You can see the water's nice and clear. That's what you want for a nice crispy hash brown. And now what we need to do is just drain those off. Okay, so I've drained those off in a colander, but I want to get more water out of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a sieve, or you could use a colander, into a bowl, and then put on top of that a nice clean tea towel, and then into that I'm going to put the potato and then squeeze out as much liquid as I possibly can. Put that back into the bigger bowl like so, and just take it all around. Give it a good old squeeze. much water as possibly can. You could do this with a couple of different tea towels. If this gets too wet, I think this will be fine. Okay, so that looks nice and dried out now. The only seasoning you need to add to the hash browns is a bit of salt and some pepper. I know that a lot of people put other things in as well, but we're just going to make a basic hash brown here. So just some salt, some nice freshly ground black pepper. And just mix that through, and then we can get to frying them off. Okay, so into this frying pan here, I'm going to add in some of the butter and the olive oil. Now it might look like a lot of oil and butter there, but you need that to crisp them up. I want to get that nice bubbling hot. And while that's heating up, over here we have our potato. We just need to put it in to a dish here. This is a cup measurement. Now if you want to make them thinner, you can make them as thin or as thick as you like. Just got to make sure it all cooks. I like little individual ones, but you can put it all into the pan and cook it on one side and then just flip it over and cook it on the other. I like these little individual ones. I think they're very nice and quaint for your breakfast or your evening meal. Okay, so that oil is nice and hot now. You just pop the potato in, and then you fill up the pan to around about 4 pieces, or however big your pan is. It's important not to overcrowd the pan. Just move them so that they've got some space. Then you can flatten them down just a little bit. Let them cook for around about 5 minutes on one side until they've got nice and crispy, so that you can then flip them. Okay, so you can just see the edges now starting to get brown. So that's a good indication that you can flip them. You just take one at a time and then just flip it over. Okay, so they look nice and crispy. They've been doing on 5 minutes each side. If you flip them over, you can see they're beautiful and crispy on both sides. I do hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe to my channel, or leave me a comment below, or give me a thumbs up. Would love to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye for now. See you soon. Important not to crowd the pan too much, otherwise you'll have a bit of a flipping issue. Oh, a little bit of a flipping issue.